answer your phone, don't be a douche, and play nice. Like, that's it.
All right, welcome to Bourbon Real Estate. We are live from Liberty Township today.
Live from Liberty Township in beautiful downtown. I'm sorry.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Mark.
And we do have a special guest with Jen Murtland here today. So welcome, Jen. And
Thanks.
She decided to opt for the Black Cherry White Claw, which is also one of my favorites.
Sort of like bourbon.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Just light and refreshing.
And who's our sponsor today?
Today we're doing Four Roses Small Batch Select. So I'm excited for this one because I've always liked Four Roses Small Batch, but I've never had the Select. So this was brought back.
As we all know, 4 roses is better than 3.
Of course. Not as good as it doesn't.
Salud.
Salute.
That was rude of me. I didn't cheers. Thank you. And I just got that
Oh, yeah.
wrong pipe.
Boom. Right
Good,
to the
good
back of
start
the
to
throat.
the show.
They call it karma.
No, thank you so much for joining. Wanted to have you on because you run a fantastic YouTube channel.
Oh, thanks.
And, what got you into video? What would you recommend to an agent that is just getting started as far as getting into video?
That's kind of like a loaded question. Well, video is definitely how people consume content. Audio too, right? But
Absolutely.
like video and audio, people like that. And you might as well, I was recording a lot of stuff on Zoom. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to throw it in the YouTube channel. Like, why not?
Yeah.
So we do our podcast and we record it on Zoom. I throw it in there, then we throw it in the podcast. Like, it just makes it so much easier.
So tell me a little bit. So did the podcast come first or did the Zoom?
The podcast came first. So,
Okay.
yeah, we've been doing the podcast for about a year and a half. We actually started it while I was traveling and I was living in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so then,
That's a good time to start.
yeah, well, I accidentally signed up for Prime Amazon Mexico, and I don't know Spanish.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a thing. And so I accidentally signed up for it. So then a year later, I got my renewal and I was like, oh, it's our 1 year anniversary of when we started the podcast. And I owe Amazon Mexico $100. So I had to get some of my Mexican friends to. I was like, can you please cancel this for me? Because I cannot read it.
I didn't know that was a thing. But I made the mistake last night. I just got a Peloton, trying to get into shape. And of course, the very first one that I click on, it's all in German.
Nice.
Like,
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
You will enjoy this workout.
I did not. We did another one. So you started the podcast.
Yep.
Then started throwing stuff up on YouTube because you said,
Yeah, because
hell.
we were like, why not? And then I was getting we needed more guests and stuff for our podcast. So then we started a YouTube on the channel. You can create playlists.
Yeah.
And so we have a playlist for the podcast. And then I have a playlist for all of the guests and stuff that we have, which are tips for realtors. And so that's really fun because then it's okay, well, it's cool. Then I get to meet a ton of realtors and we don't edit them. We just
go with it.
go with it.
That is the goal. No, that's the goal.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And I
It's
think
life. It's real. Life is
Authentic.
unedited.
Authentic is the deal.
Raw.
I'm not editing out that cough right there. No, but I think that's the mistake that most agents make when they want to get into video.
Yeah.
Is that they don't just record it and post it. They go
Yeah.
back and critique themselves.
It's too much.
And,
Well, there's a word called, 2 words, opportunity costs. So what is the value of editing it when you could be generating leads, negotiating contracts, following up on leads, calling your sphere, whatever you do to get leads, why?
Oh, you are 100% correct. I remember I was teaching a class or moderating a class, really teaching. I got nominated at Dayton Rebar. This is 5-6 years ago. Yeah. And I walked in and they were like, can you do something on Google, not AdWords, but SEO?
SEO. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, sure. And so I went through this whole spiel to all these agents on how to properly dynamically tag your photos and all this other stuff. And you just saw this blank glare on their face. And I said, who of you is actually, I was 10 minutes in, I was like, who's actually going to go do this? And I was like,
nobody.
Let's stop.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Back up.
Instead of going and wasting 4 hours of your life doing
Yes.
stuff that you will be miserable doing and still not know what you're doing, Go call 20 people.
That's it.
Go call 20
Plus,
people.
a VA can do all that crap.
Yeah.
Pay a VA. I mean, my VA, I pay her $600 a month. She works like 25 hours a week. I mean, dang.
She's not local?
No, she's in the Philippines.
Yeah.
But like, it's great, you know?
Yeah.
She just does all that crap. I don't even know what it is. Honestly, when we first started the podcast, well, when I first left, because I traveled for a year and I traveled around the world. And when I left, all I could do on the computer was check email, use Vulcan, because that's my dialer.
Sure.
And like, that's it. And I had my phone. And so I was like, I didn't even know like YouTube. I didn't know any of it. Facebook, like I had no idea how to use any of it. It was awesome.
Okay, so I want to back up and talk about this traveling of the world for a minute.
That was so fun.
Were you in real estate prior to this? And you just
Oh, yeah.
decided
I mean,
to
I've been
go?
in real estate for 12 years.
And you just said, the hell with this, I'm going for a year.
It was more like, fuck it. But yeah.
I'm rich, bitch.
But like in Portugal and South Africa, it's about six hours off.
Right.
So I just start work at like 2 p.m. because that's 8 a.m. in Ohio. And then in Asia, so we were in like Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, it's about 12 hours difference.
Yeah.
So I just work from 8 p.m. to like midnight or 1.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
It's not that big of a deal. I thought it would be hard, but it wasn't hard. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Because every time I got upset, I was like, but I'm in Malaysia.
How can you be angry with that?
I'm in Morocco. I'm in, wherever. It was fun.
So for
I should
the
have had a
new
YouTube channel
agents,
back then.
for the new agents that are trying to get a hold on one of this whatever it is we're doing here.
Yeah.
Where do they start?
You mean for like the YouTube channel?
Yeah. Do they start with the podcast? Do they get their feet
No.
wet that way? No, just go straight.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say the phone. So I think the first place that they start is most realtors, their audience is their customers.
Sure.
And so most customers have the same questions. There's really no new questions, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime a customer asks you a question, make a video on your phone, in your car, before you leave the driveway or whatever, and then put it on YouTube. It's really that easy. Because a bunch of other people have the same questions.
Yeah.
You
No,
agree?
absolutely.
That's it.
There's the library.
Keep it simple,
Who was
baby.
the agent that we watched? This is 8 years ago. And that's what she did. She was down in Carolinas.
Have you seen Sam Staskell's video?
Uh-uh.
So Sam is an agent in, sorry Sam, but like
Throw them under the bus.
Wisconsin, something like that. And Iowa. I know she just got Iowa.
Okay.
Okay, so she, her broker challenged her to do a video every day for like 30 days. On the second day, she was showing a property and she fell and her dress came up over. And so she made a video about like how embarrassed she was.
I have seen this video.
Okay, that was their second day. That video went viral. Yeah. Now she gets all kinds of leads.
Just because
So like
one
all you
video-
have to do is like decide. It's like anything, right? Like you make a goal. Okay, I'm going to talk to 10 clients today. I'm going to do whatever, right? So I'm going to make a video every day and just do it for say a week. Just try it for a week, every day for a week, and it'll get easier. Because a lot of people, they don't do it because they're afraid they don't know what to say.
Oh, yeah.
But you say the same thing all the time, so just say that.
Well, the main thing we find, and we see people that are going to be great at it, and we know they are going to be
Yeah,
great
but
at
they're-
it, but they are just frightened by it. And it's like, you know what? Keep doing this, keep practicing, because when it becomes boring to you,
Yeah.
and it becomes second nature to you,
That's when you'll be
you
good
will
at
have
it.
it.
That's
You will
everything though,
have it
right?
nailed. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what is the fear? So the fear is like, I'm gonna look stupid. I'm gonna be wrong. I'm gonna like say something I shouldn't say. Like,
Yeah. So what?
okay,
Yeah.
you do it anyway.
Yeah.
Every day. Literally every day.
At least.
I remember seeing Darren Persinger he's a coach that's out there that I saw speak. This is, again, years ago, but he
Mm-hmm.
was one of the first people on YouTube doing real estate videos.
Mm.
And he said, I grew up with a speech impediment. And, my big fear was that
Right.
I was going to stutter on camera.
Yeah.
And guess what? I stutter in real life, too.
Right. Exactly.
And it's just like, at that point,
It's
who
fine.
cares?
Who cares? I mean, there's always going to be somebody that does things better than you, and there's always going to be somebody that does things worse than you. Like, you're never going to be the best at anything. And for sure, if you don't do it, you will not get better. Like, for sure. Like, we talk to people all the time about generating leads. So I cold call. And it's like, they're so scared. And I'm like, but, I mean, being scared and not doing it will not make you better.
No.
It actually makes you worse because then you get in your head.
You gotta get
just
over
like
the
do
fear.
it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Get over the fear.
Yeah. And then like for videos, I mean, depending on what you're trying to do, like let's say if your audience is buyer or seller, and I would just make it a couple of minutes. Like you could even go live into your Facebook too.
Oh, the attention span of agents or your consumer
is low.
0.
Plus, you're only answering, the biggest mistake I see people make is they try to give them too much information.
Right.
Just answer one question,
That's one video.
and that's it. Like a couple of points. Like don't overdo it. If you have more than like 3 to 5 points, like it's way too much.
No, we think the perfect video is probably 2 minutes or less.
Yeah, probably.
It really is if you can do
Yeah,
it.
it's not long. It's not as long as you think. 2 minutes kind of lasts a long time sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, it's just one or two
Hit it and get
and
out.
be done.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's, I've heard the adage of I was going to write a short letter or short email, but it was going to take me too long. And that's true with video as well. Because finding the perfect verbiage or words that you're going to say is nearly impossible.
Yes.
But try to get to the point quickly.
Yes.
Otherwise, people will lose interest.
Right.
And
Well, ask yourself, okay, my client asked me this question, and that could be the video, right?
how you started.
That's how you started. So whatever questions you're getting asked. So if you're working with a lot of sellers, I wanted to say buyers, but then like let's create some sellers here, you know? So you're working with a seller, and they ask like, how do I know what price to price the house at?
yeah,
Just answer the question.
right to the point.
That's it.
No, you're right. And you can come up with that whole library, and then you have your playlists.
Yeah.
Here's my first-time home buyers.
Right.
Here's my
Sellers.
I haven't sold a house in 20 years playlist.
Expired listing. Like, yeah. So like, what do I do? Why did my listing expire is a good video.
Yeah.
And you have like, 3 to 5 points.
So have you noticed a shift in your business because of the videos, or do you just refer people to them as a library?
So, are both actually is the
Okay.
answer. So my videos are mainly geared towards real estate agents.
Sure.
And so the purpose of our videos is to like
Recruit.
educate. What's that?
Recruit
and educate agents. Yeah. So every time I like go into a Facebook, like a lead scripts and gens or like
Sure.
whatever it is, and people are asking a question, then I'll put the playlist
Brilliant.
in there because then it gets people on.
You're just
There.
driving
And
traffic
so-
right to your own.
Yeah, and the same could go for buyers and sellers. Like you guys are in a ton of Facebook groups, right? So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like if you see somebody asking a question, make the video and say, "Hey, I made this video for you with the answer," and like put it in there. Like that's a bunch of my videos have been that. Like, how do I door knock? What do I do? And then it's like, okay, here's your top 3 tips of door knocking. And then
Love it.
now it's a video. Now you can use that 1,000 times.
Well, I was gonna say it's evergreen content.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You
Exactly.
just send it out as needed.
Right.
How's that black cherry white claw?
It's fabulous, of course. It actually tastes better with a shot of vodka.
A little late now.
Cheers.
Okay.
Wow. We should hang out more.
I'm just saying. I know about that. About happy hour time.
Right. It is Friday afternoon.
I can't say that I've never done that. But
Right. It's good. It tastes good.
It's like Corona tastes better with a little shot of tequila in it.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah, that's a lot of tequilas. Have you had mezcal?
No.
It's like you know what it is?
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't like it.
scares
It's
me.
too smoky.
That's like a Neho or
What's that?
Stephanie? It's like a different kind of tequila.
Oh.
They sip it.
There's a tequila tasting happening in Cincinnati soon.
No.
No?
I'll stick to bourbon.
One trick pony. It's
Yeah,
okay. You gotta pick a
don't-
pony.
The tequila scares me.
Why? What's the story, man?
No, no story
It
in
works on
general.
your brain a little differently than.
Aren't we
other-
talking about being scared and getting over your fear?
Jeez.
Shots. Oh no.
Everybody should get outside of their comfort zone today.
Next time on Tequila and Real Estate.
Whole idea is that cost is what?
0.
0.
It's awesome.
Hello.
It's if
Well, stop paying for shit, first of all.
Isn't that the truth?
as we're sitting here with equipment that is not working at the moment because that camera is not connected.
Come on.
I mean, like leads and things like that. You know what I mean? There's no reason to pay for that crap. There's enough free leads out there. So many.
Yeah, we just have
Well-
to use what we have.
I mean, I would challenge anybody, like, okay, so if you want to, we are talking about the YouTube channel, but like the way you have to put content in there, then you can organically get subscribers, and then you can aggressively market the channel to increase your subscribership. Like, you have to have a plan for that. And for me, that's like what our VA does. I mean, that's how we took in the last, let me see, for our podcast. So we started it and we were just growing it organically, having fun playing with it. And about a year later, we only had about 4,000 people.
Yeah.
We started marketing it. I hired the VA. I was like, here's the schedule. Like, every day she's pushing something
Snowballs.
out about it. We have 20,000 people now.
Boom.
That's awesome.
And it's been 6 months. So it's like, okay, when you market it, but you have to have the content.
Oh, yeah.
Please
to
send
market
me your
it.
Back it up.
VA's information.
Yes, I'll send it. She's great.
No, but real quick, plug for your podcast. Where can they find it? I'm just assuming
It's like everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's called Real Estate Fight Club.
Real Estate Fight Club.
And we fight. So Monica Weekly and I, we co-host it. And she's like more of the concierge realtor, I like to call her. Most people agree with her. And then I'm like the one that's like, fuck it.
No, go to the next
Just
client.
do it. Yeah, who cares? Like, move on. Like, get after it. Go cold call. We like to call my form of communication hostile. But I like to call it pleasantly persistent.
I like
She
it.
calls it hostile
Hey,
communication.
evidently it's working, so you
It
cannot
works.
argue with that.
Well, you love me or hate me. That's the thing.
No, I love it because you're straight to business.
Yep.
If it doesn't make sense, don't do it.
Stop it.
If you're wasting money, stop
it.
And so pick
It's
up the
tough.
phone, call people.
That's it.
Do shit that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's it.
All right. Good show. Good day. No,
Answer your phone. Don't be a douche and play nice. Like, that's it.
I just wanted to cheers.
Cheers to
you.
Yeah,
that.
well said, everybody. Not that hard.
It's not hard.
right.
People make it harder. Like, I used to coach and train agents too, and they would work for like months and months and months on the business plan. And I'm like, dude, their plan doesn't matter. There's no customers. It doesn't matter what CRM system you get. I mean, I was selling 85 houses a year with no CRM system. It does not matter.
No.
Like, just do work every day. Show up, do work.
I feel like this was a Fight Club topic.
Which CRM? Yes, was.
Well,
And I was like, none.
None. And then I'm sure your co-host was like, oh, but how much residual business did you get?
Yeah, that's what she said. But we were doing 40% repeat and referrals.
That's
so that's
awesome.
not bad.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
No.
but now my business partner now, he is like more of the caretaker one.
Sure.
And so his name's Alan. And I say everybody should get an Alan, just not mine.
Yeah.
But he like nurtures them. He knows all the kids' names. He does like Popeyes. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Which,
Client appreciation
works.
events.
Oh, my
Everything
God.
works. Nothing doesn't.
yeah. And then I just cold call.
Well,
It's so
and
much easier.
I've got an agent in my office that they cold call. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And he said, my nurture system sucks
Yeah. Well,
because I'm looking for the person that's looking to sell in the next 2
now.
weeks.
Right. I do 7 days.
He's 7 to 10 is what he told me. So
Yeah. I mean,
Damn.
I was like, shit, that's
it. That's all there is.
but his comment was, look, if I'm not making enough money, I'm not making enough calls.
That's it.
So
So there's a lot of ways to be successful in real estate. Video is one,
Sure.
cold calling is one, nurturing your past clients, if you have any, is one, right? So like if you can just pick two that you're really good at and you like to do and it's fun for you and you want to, when you wake up, you say, I get to do this, not I have to do this.
Right.
Then just do those
And
at a high level, ignore everything else.
And
So
consistent-
like for me, it's like the audio and video stuff.
Sure.
And it's cold calling.
Well, and I feel like there's too many agents that they try to do everything and they do none of
can't
it
do
well.
it. Well, yeah, it's impossible,
Right.
right? Like you can't chase two rabbits, you'll never catch anything. Like just literally pick two. And if you're brand new, pick one
Yeah.
until you master it. And
Yep.
then you can have the other. Put
These are
yourself in
wise
time out.
words, Mr. Morton.
These are some of the wisest words that have
These
been
are
spoken on
very
the show.
wise words.
No. All right, so they can find you at Real Estate Fight Club.
Yep, Jennifer Murtland, I'm everywhere. But Real Estate Fight Club's fine. We're also in Clubhouse. Have you explored Clubhouse?
I have. I love it. I also get really annoyed by it.
It's annoying. I don't like to be muted. You can't mute me.
I don't like to be muted, and I don't like the notifications would drive me insane on
Oh,
my
I don't
phone.
have any notifications
No, I think it's a
on my
passing
phone.
thing. Somebody will do it better.
Well, here's what we talked about on, I think, a previous show was it's a feature.
Yeah.
As soon as Facebook adds that, which they've already
Right.
beta tested,
Right.
as soon as Instagram has it, whoever, they're just going to make it better and make it on their own platform, which has billions of users.
Right. So it's like, I mean, it's an interesting concept. Like, it is cool how you can connect. Like, I'm connecting with people that I never would have connected with before. So that's really cool.
I feel like if it was like 6 to 8 months earlier during quarantine,
Oh, yeah, that would have been
it
fun.
would have been a blast.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now it's kind of like, I don't want to sit in front of my freaking computer or phone anymore.
It
I want to
takes
go
yeah.
drink a bourbon elsewhere.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It takes a long time
Yeah. So,
because you have to, like, be in the room.
oh yeah, and it's live. There's no replays, which I hate.
Mm-hmm.
I got a notice because I figured out a way to make Clubhouse work with our show, and people could call in and we
Oh,
could do all
that's
that.
cool.
But it was like, this is against the terms of service, and I was like,
Oh, man.
because you're recording it. And I'm like,
Oh, right. And you can't
I wanted to be
record.
like, this is being recorded on the room name. But anyway, awesome. Well, Jen, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thanks for
Any
having me on.
Last moments, words of wisdom for agents out there.
Yeah, if we're talking about YouTube and you've been wanting to do it, then right after this, make one.
Set up a YouTube channel.
Don't even do it. Just record the video. You
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
Everybody has
And
one.
then figure out a place to put it.
Yeah, exactly.
On your
At least
channel.
put it on your Facebook page.
That's it.
Something.
That's it. Wonderful.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for joining.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.